I should do Instagram live too. Let me see if Instagram works. All right, we're live, Nick.
How you doing, Jeff?
Oh boy, it's been a long time. I guess it's perfect time before sectional start, though.
Yeah, brackets came out today. It's an exciting time of year. I'll be there at the end for the semifinals and the finals at SRC Arena. But we thought it would be a good time to break down the brackets that came out today. You want to start with the boys first?
Yeah, we go with the boys. Did you which ones didn't you get? Which ones couldn't you print out?
Let's start from the bottom to the top, the D's to the double A's. How about that?
All right, that works. Actually 21 teams made it. Well, actually, let's go. Let's check in on OCC and Lemoyne actually, because it's been a while. What's going on over there?
Okay. So OCC, the men have a first-year coach, Joe Hulbert. Eric Cerrone stepped down after Hulbert is the coach now at OCC for the men. They've had a tough season. They have a couple of kids, the two Warmack brothers, Isaiah and Jalen from Utica, that are their two best scorers. They can score, but they've had a hard time to 100 points. So, they got the two Warmack brothers from Utica. They got, Aiden Retzos from Faith Heritage.
Yeah, see, he hit that weight room. He looks strong as an ox now.
Yeah. So it's been a tough transition year for the men. They'll count very well. They played Fulton Montgomery Community College last night, which he did, and Fulton Montgomery won, so they are still undefeated. They're the class of the league this year. But OCC is right up at the top. They're ranked number 10th in the country. So they'll host a season. So Kelly Grinnell's Sites team is having a good year and should be good again next year. As far as Lemoyne goes, the Lemoyne women are having a really good season. Mary Grimes season. So they've got win number 20 tonight. They should host at least a couple any 10 games in the conference tournament. So the women are doing very well. They have They have the two Rochester girls, Latoya Baker and Kaya Good. They have
Kaya Good goes
some really good players on that team. They're doing really well. The men, a lot of new players this year. So it took them a while to gel. They got off to a slow start, but they started hitting their stride mid-season. They've been playing a lot better as of late. So they may host a game entrance tournament as well. But they're getting hot at the right time. So that's pretty much it for OCC and Lemoyne. What about you guys over at ESM?
We're looking for we turned the corner and then we played Bryan and Stratton, Rochester last week. I think we lost by 7. We're actually at OCC Saturday. We got Berkeley College, and then conference playoffs start the 25th. I think we got the 3 seed on lock, but we'll see after Saturday, I believe. You did the OCC game when we played them, right? We
Yeah.
lost
Yeah.
we lost like 15 seconds left.
Yep.
But it's been good. I mean, basketball's been fine in the area. Am I cutting out? Am I cutting out, or can you hear me?
How was that experience playing in the dome for you guys?
It was fun. It's my second year in a row.
I can hear you now.
It was fun. It was my second year in a row. We beat the crap out of King's College though, but it was fun. Probably the biggest crowd that we have all year long. It always is usually. It's like a student day, so they all come out. All the students come out, and administration come out.
That's nice. I'm wondering too if you guys will get more students coming your way now that Cazenovia College is going to. So there's going to be a lot of those kids got to go somewhere, you know.
Yeah, it's just the majors. We don't really have those like the teaching and physical therapy and physical education majors that all those kids get CADs do. They're like, I think a lot of them want to be teachers and phys ed teachers. We got like construction and environmental science and engineering majors and stuff like that. That's what's hard to get kids. But I think we'll grab a couple of them, to be honest with you. But it's just we're gonna wait till the season's over. All right.
Yeah.
We'll get into it. Anything else you got to bring up? Well, we'll keep it going now that sectionals are here. You said you want to do D boys?
No, I thought we'd start out from the bottom to the top in the boys for the boys sectionals. And I haven't seen as many of the C and D teams as I have the B, A, and AA.
Yeah, me either this year.
But I think a lot of the boys sectionals. What's that?
I haven't been to a lot of games either this year. For the first time in a while.
Yeah, I think a lot of the boys sectionals are going to be pretty chalk. I think it's going to be pretty chalk in my opinion. The B is the most competitive division on the boys. I mean, the A's are competitive at the top, or the double A's at the top. But the B's are going to be the most interesting, I think. I think the rest of them in the D division of the sectionals, I really believe that. I mean, you might have some interesting games leading up to the end, but I really believe it's going to come down to the number 1 seed Sackets Harbor against the number 2. Who's the 3 seed in the D's?
It is Madison.
Is that West Canada Valley? No, they're the 5. Okay.
Yeah, it's Madison.
Madison. Okay.
And then 4 is
West Canada Valley is a sneaky good team as a 5 seed. Yeah. West Canada Valley is a sneaky good team as a 5 seed in the D division, but I really do believe it's going to come down to Sackets and
Hamilton.
Maybe it's time for Hamilton to get it done.
He'd go out. But you think he'll retire if he wins it?
They came close last year, and I think
they were undefeated last year too. Remember?
I don't know. He's kind of like, yeah. He's kind of like Boeheim. I mean, it's like he just loves it. He just, there's nothing. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I just think he black for a chance to win it this year for sure. Sackets Harbor is really good from what I understand. They got a kid named Griner and a kid named Castine. They're supposed to be really good, both underclassmen.
Yeah, Austin Griner.
They only lost once this year, so they should be, It'll be fun to watch. But if I had to pick, I think it's coming down to Sackets and Hamilton, and I'm gonna go Hamilton with the upset.
In the championship?
What do you think?
I'm gonna go that.
Yeah, for the D's.
Sackets Harbor will have to run into West Canada Valley in the semis. And then I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
go, yeah, Hamilton. Damn, I don't know who's gonna be. So it'll be Sackett Harbor will match up with West Canada, and then Hamilton will match up with Madison. I'm gonna go with damn West Canada. I don't want to count West Canada out. That's tough though. Sackets will play West Canada. I think Sackets already beat West Canada in a year or two if they played. I can't remember if they did or not, but I think they beat them. I'm gonna go the same thing with you, 1 versus 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Hamilton too.
Yep. I think so too. Yeah, I just think just because they were there in the championship game last year and almost, came close, I just think maybe they get over the hump this year. Sackets, I think, are going to be there not only
The
this year,
next,
but they'll probably be there back there again next year because I think their roster's kind of young. So
yeah, they're all young too.
yeah, if you look at the C, who's that kid for Hamilton? Is it Idzy?
Yeah, Hudson Idzy.
He's back, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
a,
back.
he's a good
I
player.
think he's 30 points away from 1,000 points too. They said
Okay.
so. Probably the first or second game he might get that.
So when you look at the C's, yeah, when you look at the C's, again, you know, I think a lot of, well, the C's, Weedsport as a 4 seed is going to be dangerous, I think. Jordan Elbridge is pretty good. They're an 8 seed. You can never count out Tully. Ryan Dando always does a great job with their teams. They've only lost 3 times this year. So pretty good. Dulgeville, obviously the number 1 seed. They've only lost once. Waterville, I remember. They only lost twice. They still them. Was that
Yup, and then they had a transfer kid too. I can't remember
Tyson
the kid's
still on
name.
that team?
Yeah, he's there. He was out for a little while. He sprained his ankle really bad, but he just came back. And then they got a transfer too. I think from Sackets Harbor. I think that scores a whole lot too. I just can't remember his name right now. But he's got a score with her.
Okay.
He's got a score with him this year too. So
I tell you, I think a really good matchup is going to be that 4-5 game with Weedsport and Tully. That's going to be a really fun game to watch. That could go either way.
8, yeah, and they play each other during the year too. All these teams like Elbridge, Tully, Onondaga, Cato, they all played each other a couple times during the year too. I know that.
Yeah. I'm looking for Waterville to come out of this C division. I really
To
like
win
the
it all?
coach. I think they do a really good job. I mean, I obviously Dalton, I haven't seen him play. Like I said, Weedsport, Tully, they're good teams. They wouldn't. But I got to go. At the end of the day, I got to say, Waterville is the number 2 seed comes out of the C's. What do you think?
You got them matching up with Dodgeville in the championship?
C's.
Dodgeville and Waterville in the championship?
Yeah, who do you think's coming out of the C division?
I'm gonna go. Damn. I'm gonna go Dodgeville with that one. But it'll be 1 versus 2 again in that too, I think.
All right. Okay.
I'll fill in the brackets. I'll fill in the whole brackets later.
That should be a fun one.
And now the big ones, the B's.
Now we move on to this B sectional, and this one's going to be. I think there's 24 teams. They opened up the sectionals to all the teams this year, so everyone, if they wanted to participate, could, and most of them have.
Yeah,
which makes sense because even if you're not your record, you haven't had a good season as far as, yeah, even if your record's not that good, it gets you some more practices. It gets you another game, maybe two. So it makes sense to do it. And there's nothing like so good for it as well.
Yeah.
But this division right here, I mean, you got Central Valley Academy, who's undefeated at 20 and
20
0.
and 0.
Obviously, they're the cream of the crop as far as that goes. My only concern about Central Valley Academy is the schedule they played. Because they didn't get to play the Wolves and the Tangos and the Marcelluses
Yeah. During the
during the
year.
season. So, only concern with Central Valley Academy. I mean, obviously they're a great team. They're undefeated, but I just don't know if they've been challenged by anybody this year.
They did play they played New Hartford. I want to say that they might have played
What's that?
they played Central Valley played New Hartford, and I believe it was close, and then they pulled away. And then I want to
Yeah,
say that they played either Utica or Rome too. But Central Valley's tough too. Jalen O'Neal would do what he does in Double A too,
yeah,
and the Judd kid. So you're gonna go
yeah,
Central Valley taking it
yep.
all?
J,
Jalen O'Neal.
no. I'm not saying that.
Oh,
They have what's his Jay
Jalen O'Neal.
what's Jay Lyon's last name?
O'Neal.
O'Neal, right?
Yep.
He's very good. Deacon Judd is very good. Scott Cotter
The third
has
scorer.
done a good job with them this year. General Brown has a good team.
Big Tucker, the big
Uh,
kid.
Chittenango, obviously with the Mesh brothers. Yeah, I
That
mean
second round's gonna be well. Actually,
Chittenango with the Mesh brothers in West Hills getting really hot at the right time. Uh, Coach King always has B division is going to be very competitive. And I'm going to say,
that Elite Eight is gonna be all the fun games.
Chittenango comes out of the B division.
Chittenango. Nick put
Yeah,
Chittenango.
I'm going with the Mesh brothers. Yep.
They
Don't forget Loudville too as well. They don't have the twins they used to have, but they still have Brody Brown.
yeah, they're gonna run on the West Hill.
They're a good team as well.
From that bottom, I'm gonna say that
Yeah,
Chittenango is gonna match up. Chittenango is gonna match up with West Hill again, and then it'll be Central Valley Academy will match
yeah.
up with General Brown in that Final Four. So that Final Four will be Chittenango, West Hill, General Brown, and Central Valley. And then
I tell you what though, that
Chittenango,
if General Brown plays Marcellus, which there's a good chance they will, that'll be a really good game. This is a
yeah, I
good
just
team,
don't know. I don't know if General Brown has
and
anybody to stop the big Tucker kid,
so is
but
yeah.
Marcellus is
General
scrappy
Brown's a
though.
good team as well. So
Marcellus is scrappy though. They beat Chittenango, and they beat West
yeah,
Hill. And that Final
yeah.
Four, I'll have that Final Four for me will be Central Valley,
I'm
General
very
Brown, Chittenango, and West Hill. And then I got to pick the final. So who you
I
got? You
would
got
go.
Chittenango winning
I
it
would
all?
go. I would go CVA against Marcellus in the Final Four, and Chittenango against West Hill, and then I got Chittenango and CVA advancing, and I got the Mesh brothers taking it home.
In the championship, CVA versus Chittenango?
I believe so. That's what
That's
I think.
no, that's what I said that earlier. That's what I'm going with too.
But that's a very Yeah, that's a very competitive games leading up to that championship game in the B division. I'm most I'm most excited about this division. It's going to be a lot of fun games.
The Elite Eight will be fun for those games, and I'm going that weekend too. I
The
got
A
conference.
division for the boys,
It doesn't seem like there's a lot of teams in A, does
yeah,
there?
the A division for the boys was kind of down this year.
Yeah, it was.
No, the whole division was kind of down this year. Bishop Grimes, the number one seed at 5. Shout out to Coach McKenney, who's battling breast cancer. Um, continued prayers and support to him, but he's coaching right through it, and his
All
team's
the way through it
responding.
too.
Dan Garang is a really good player. He's got D2 schools looking at him. Dan Garang does, and then they have
I heard us one that you
it's
work around.
a Coral down low, a big strong kid down low.
I heard it's the one
Yeah,
that you
they're
work
looking at him.
around.
They're looking at him. Lemoyne's looking at him. Yeah.
But this, I think the A's messed up because did you see that Fowler's in
Yeah.
Double A this year too?
Uh,
And they took Auburn out, Auburn and Fowler in Double A, and then CBA too. So that's 3 teams that they took out of these A brackets.
yes. Yeah. One team I don't understand. I don't understand Utica Academy of Sciences record this year.
They played all over New
I
York
just don't
State.
get it. They have talent on that team.
They played all over New York State. If you didn't know, Double A and A teams.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Literally
So
down
they
Albany,
got.
Rochester, all
that
up that way.
Yeah, Macking's a really good player. They got what's his name, son?
D King. He was out though. He broke his nose in the middle of the year. So he missed some time too. That's 20 points a game.
Is he back now?
Yeah, he's back now. But I tell you what, I don't think anybody's beating SAS at the bottom of that bracket either.
I think Utica. What's that?
At the bottom, SAS.
Yeah, they're going to be good. Fulton, watch out for Fulton. Fulton's got a pretty decent team. Central Square's got a pretty decent team. Yeah.
I'm saying
Central Square's pretty good as well.
Yeah, and then you got Bishop Grimes, Utica Academy of Science, and New Hartford all in this top bracket.
Yeah, New Hartford's another team this year that's kind of underachieved for me. They still have and they still have Colton Suriano. I thought they would have a better year than they've had, but just the fact that they have those guys come playoff time, you can't count them out.
Nope.
Philip Koski can take over a game just by himself. So I know they're the 5 seed at Utica Academy of Science could make some noise in this division. I don't care what the record is. Central Square. I think the Bishop Grimes Utica Academy of Science game could be a tough game for Bishop Grimes. But if they get by that, I think they win the section.
In that matchup,
if they
don't, in the Final Four,
I would probably. Could be. Yeah, I mean, I see Oswego beating New Hartford, and then they would have to play the winner of ESM and Indian River. I can't see ESM beating New Hartford.
No.
So I would say, yeah. But I just think that Bishop Grimes Utica Academy of Science game is going to be a good one.
So you going with Grimes or Utica?
Yeah, I got to go with the Cobras. They're my alma mater, So I got to pick them.
All right. So in that and then that Final Four, Bishop Grimes or New Hartford?
I'm going with the Cobras.
Got you. All right, then let's go to the bottom. You got, so I will say that Central Square gets, I don't know, damn, Watertown, and I think Watertown's all right this year too. Their record isn't as good as they says they are. I'm gonna go Watertown, Central Square, and then Fulton SAS at that bottom bracket.
Yeah, and I'm with you. I think S Square in the semis, and I think SAS wins that. And then man, play the winner Bishop Grimes Utica Academy of Science game in the championship. And
Bishop Grimes and SAS, you said for the championship.
the experience of McKinney and go with the yeah. Although Matt Purcell has done a great job with SAS in his first year of coaching at the varsity level.
Yeah,
My son played with him over at CBA. He did a great job in his first year. He lost, obviously, their best player went over to Nottingham with Cornelius, and we'll talk about that in a second. But SAS is a good, solid team, and I think they played the Cobras in the championship game. And I'm just going to go Bishop Grimes just because McKinney's been there so many times, and Purcell's there for the first time.
we're gonna agree on all that. Although I haven't seen Central Square, and I know Central Square is always scrappy, but
Yeah,
just
they're good.
SAS has dogs at guard, so I'm gonna go with them over Central Square too in the Final Four.
Yeah.
So we agree on that one. We agree on that whole bracket.
Yep.
Now the big dogs, double A boys.
Now we get to the big dogs. Yep. Um,
I don't know.
I still think this is Liverpool's division to lose. Huh?
I said the first round.
What'd you
I'm
say?
gonna call out the first round's gonna have two upsets. I think. I'm going.
Who you got? Who you got?
It's gonna be Corcoran over Auburn and Henniger over CNS.
Yeah, I agree. Those two games are, even though the records are what they are, those are toss-up games for me.
Yeah,
Henniger could easily beat CNS. CNS is a good team, but they were scoring from two players. So, if one of them's not having a good game, it could be problems for them. Auburn's a really good team, but Corcoran's one of those teams that underachieved record-wise. You got
yep.
Reeves and
And Jaden Holloman.
yeah, Holloman. That's my guy right there. Jaden's a great kid. They've underachieved this year, but they can beat anybody on a given night.
It's at Auburn too.
But I don't. Yeah, I would have to. I'm still going to go with Auburn in that game against Corcoran. Nottingham's not going to have any problems with Fowler, and then they're not going to have any problems with whoever they play next, which I think would be Auburn. Well, I don't know. Auburn could give them to the semis against West Jenny. That 7-10 game between FM and Baldwinsville will be a tight game.
It's gonna be like
Beeline
45
coaching
to 30.
Baldwinsville. Oh, they don't. Yeah. First one to the first one to 30 in that game's going to win. Yeah, but two really good coaches though. I mean, Beeline obviously, he's done it on the college level, and he's doing the best he can with what he has at Baldwinsville, and then Luke Tusi does a great job with FM. But I know, just knowing how Beeline coaches, he's going to try to take away Trevor.
Yep.
and some of the other. So,
FM starting guard has been out
but you're
too,
right. I mean, that's
injured
going
a
to be
couple
a
times.
very low scoring game. Going to be ugly. Uh,
I don't know if he's healthy or not. I haven't
them
checked in on
because
him.
for them, I think it's.
Luke
I don't
Davis,
think so. Is it Danaher?
one of them guards. I know he was out at the beginning of the year, and then he came back, and then he
Yeah.
went on a little run, and then he got hurt again.
Uh, Ludden playing, yeah, CBA Ludden playing for the third time this year. Whipped them pretty good at Liverpool. The game was played at Liverpool, and then the second game was played just last week at Ludden, and Ludden played them a lot tougher. That game was a lot closer. I still think CBA advances, but if Ludden's hitting shots, they could give them a scare. That Proctor RFA game will be interesting. I think RFA advances. They have some good young players on their team.
Young guards that are good from Utica. I mean, from Rome Free.
But I think what it comes down to is plays CBA. Yeah, I think Liverpool plays CBA at the top, and West Jenny plays Nottingham at the bottom. And man, as far as the bottom goes, has done a great job with Nottingham this year. They are the legit 3 seed in this double
Seven
A.
in a row. Seven
I
in a
mean,
row, and they haven't lost at home.
Yeah, and they got the McCurdy brothers. They got Stavon Jones. Cornelius has done a great job with them. That game with West Jenny is going to be a battle. I mean, I know they beat West Jenny. Did they beat them? Did they split with them in the regular season? I know they
Yeah,
beat them once. Did they
they
beat
both
them
won at
twice, or
home.
did
They
they
both won at
split with them?
home. They both went at home, and then I guess when Ham played them at home,
Yeah, so that's going to be
the McLean kid was out too. They had an injury. West Jenny did.
Yeah, and he's been battling a sprained ankle. McLean's been battling a sprained ankle, so how he is, but man, I don't know. That's going to be a battle. I mean, up top you're going to have Liverpool, CBA, and Liverpool is the. I mean, when they have all their guys, they're hard to beat. But they didn't have Wingate last game. I guess he was suspended, so I don't know if what his status is for the sectionals.
I think he's missed the last
Ash.
two.
Yeah, but CA has they have a veteran team. They have a bunch of seniors on their team that have been in the system for a long time. So when they're hitting, they can, their style of play makes it tough. But I would have to say Liverpool should come out of that game.
You going with the
I don't
family?
know who's going to win that rubber match between. I guess if you push me,
you going with the family? I got to
go with West Jenny just because, Yeah, I just got to go. I got my nephews on the team, so I'm going to go West Jenny. But I tell you, I would not. That's going to be a great game. That's a pick 'em for me. I could go either way.
I'm
going to say West Jenny and Liverpool meet again. You're taking Ham?
Yeah, I'm taking Ham. I said that in the beginning of the year that Cornelius would be the first coach to go to a AA and A championship in a long time. He was in the A championship last year, AA this year.
It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Me and Lamar Curse were going back on the status about that.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
And they're just hot. Yeah. They're hot right now.
That wouldn't surprise me at all. They really are. They really are. So I'm gonna say Liverpool comes out of this AA bracket at the end. It's not going to be easy, but I got him. I just got him repeating. You say?
I'm sticking to Ham.
Yeah, you think they're going to win it all?
I'm sticking with them. Ham versus Liverpool, 66-60.
It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, yeah.
Nottingham double A champs.
Nottingham very. Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna come down to. It's gonna come down if Malachi McCurdy will not foul Andre Ash, because if he gets in foul trouble, it's gonna be a blowout. In the arena at OCC, he's got his McCurdy's got to stay out of foul trouble with Andre Ash.
yeah. He Ash is That's why I say Liverpool. I don't think it'll be a blowout either way. I mean, whoever. I think the games are going to be tight. The semis and the championship games are going to be tight games that can go either way.
I just know that if he doesn't get in foul trouble, I'm going with him. You print the girls off too?
Yeah, I mean,
All right. You want to start with D with them
it's going
too?
to be interesting. You got the girls brackets. You
Yeah.
got the girls brackets there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you print them out, or you want me to read them off to you?
Yeah. So for the D, yeah, you can read them off the D's.
So the number 1 seed is West Canada. Number 2 is Poland. Number 3 is Copenhagen. And number 4 is Hamilton. I don't see no upset.
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't seen too many of those teams play this year, but I have heard that West Canada Valley is really good.
Yeah, those girls are 19-1.
Copenhagen, Poland. Yeah.
So
So
I'm gonna go West Canada will
based on my
play.
limited knowledge with it.
I'm gonna go West Canada is gonna play Hamilton in the final 4.
So you're saying
the top bracket, West Canada
okay.
versus Hamilton in the
Yeah, I
final
would
4.
agree with that.
And then the bottom, I'm gonna go Poland versus Copenhagen, because Poland and Copenhagen, I think they played a whole lot the last couple of years.
Yeah. And I think it's, again, my limited knowledge of the D division. I think West Canada Valley comes out, and I think they beat Poland in the championship game.
I'm gonna go West Canada versus Copenhagen.
Okay.
And then but West Canada wins it all though. For D girls, West Canada.
Yeah, I
Valley
agree
girls.
with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then C girls, there's
So for the C division, yeah, it's kind of like the
B boys.
The boys beat. Yeah, it's in this bracket. Weed Sports number 1 seed.
You want to know what's funny is that Weed Sport has not been state ranked, and they've been number 1 in C all year, damn near.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they cruise to the championship game on their part of the bracket, and then I think you got Cooperstown and Jordan Elbridge, maybe
I'm gonna do Weed Sport versus Dodgeville in the final 4 for that top bracket. It'll be Weed Sport and Dodgeville for girls for me.
You think so?
Weed Sport Dodgeville.
I'm gonna go Weed Sport Jordan, and I'm gonna say Weed Sport wins.
That's a crosstown matchup. I'm
Yep.
gonna go.
That'll be fun.
So I'm gonna go Cooperstown versus Elbridge for me, and then I'll have.
Okay. Weedsport gets upset.
Nah, I'm gonna go Cooperstown. Yeah, I'm gonna go Cooperstown and Wheatsford. That's an old school matchup for the boys right there. Cooperstown, Wheatsport for the girls C chip,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna go. I didn't watch Wheatsport girls this year. Yeah, I'm gonna stay. I'll show the around the corner town some love. I'm gonna go Wheatsport too. You say Wheatsport win it all too?
Yeah.
All right. Now we got B girls. Damn, this is another 2014 bracket too.
Yeah. General Brown is the class of the league. I'd be surprised if they lost, but West Hill's getting hot towards the end of the year. It's their first year without Coach Ludwig, so that took them a little while to get going, but they've been hot the second half of this. I think West Hill can make a run. I in Mexico play, but they're 17-3, so
I haven't seen them either.
they're the 2 seed. They must be pretty good. I did see I did see Marcellus play. They're a pretty good team as well. Cortland is good. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say General Brown plays Cortland in the championship of this division, and I'm gonna go with the Lions of General Brown.
Cortland scrappy too. I'll tell you what, that final or the Elite Eight versus West Hill and Skinny Atlas will be a good game too. But I'm gonna go at the top, General Brown versus
Yeah.
West Hill. Uh, and then the bottom, I'll go. Cortland for Cortland will be there. Cortland, Marcellus, Cortland. Damn. Who'd you say at the bottom? You said Cortland coming all the way to the chip?
I do. I think they play General Brown in the chip.
Marcellus and Mexico for girls. I don't know who Mexico played this year.
The only thing I'm not sure of is Mexico because I haven't seen them play, and they're the 2 seed. They're 17-3, so they very well could play General Brown in the chip. But I didn't see Mexico play, and I don't know much about them.
Utica Notre Dame girls are good this year too, and I don't think they didn't play Cortland at all. This is a tough one too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Marcellus beating Mexico. So I'm gonna go Cortland and Marcellus in the final four.
Okay.
And then I'll do General Brown girls West Hill. I'm gonna go with West Hill. I'm gonna go with the West Hill girls. West Hill versus.
Yeah, you going for the upset?
Yeah, I'm going West Hill versus Cortland for the girls B championship. And then I'm gonna go West Hill with the chip over Cortland.
Wow. Be something. Their first year without Coach Ludwig, and they win the chip. That'd be something if that. I think wins that division though.
Marcellus has a brand new coach too, because their coach is the old coach is actually from Auburn. I played basketball with her brother.
Yeah, they do.
Yep. That was B. So where are we at? A. There's no team. This is no teams in this one either, which is funny. It's like the A boys. So at the top, Indian River shouldn't have. I'd say Indian River will match up against JD. Although ESM and JD should be a
Yeah,
good
that's what I
game too
think.
because they have ESM has this girl named Anaya Jones that'll match up with the Neo girl from JD. But I think JD's been on a winning streak. So Indian River versus JD. ESM is young too. So Indian River versus JD for me. Who you got up top?
I'm gonna go Indian River. Yeah, I'm gonna go Indian River up top. Indian River and JD up top, and I got Indian River coming out. And then
Weren't they were
below,
they were they in the championship last year too?
I think you got
Indian
Central
River?
Square against who's that?
Indian River? They had that girl last
I'm
year that
not
was a
sure.
beast.
They might have.
Um,
Oh, that's right. They did. Yeah, yeah.
I can't remember the girl's name.
She went
She got a
D1.
little sister that's playing now.
Yeah.
Um, Central Square,
Okay.
13 and 7. I'm gonna in the bottom.
There and
CBA scrappy too, and they got the Chiana
yeah,
girl that
Central
scores like
Square
30 a game.
against who's in that CB?
CBA versus Central Square. I'm gonna have CBA going to the
Yeah, I'm
chip
gonna go
against Indian River.
Central Square CBA at the bottom.
Yup, I'm gonna have CBA going to the chip against Indian River.
Okay.
Yup, Lamora. Did she go D1? The Lamora girl, the tall girl that was a beast. You had to see her at OCC last year.
Yes. Yeah, that was.
Where'd she
Yeah,
go to
she
school
went
at?
D1.
The
I think
Instagram
Fairfield
people.
or
Did she go
something.
D1? Did she? So I got Indian River CBA for A girls, and then I'm gonna go Indian River for the championship.
But yeah, I got Indian River for that division.
This will be fun too with the A girls because I know all these girls.
So you want to move on to Double A?
Yup, we're in Double A. Not a lot of teams either, but that I posted the brackets earlier. People were asking how Auburn got the #1 overall seed because they lost to Liverpool twice, and I kept saying because it's the overall record. So I wonder how they did points this year. That girl with the Canisius. So I'm gonna go after Baldwinville play
Middlefield, right?
Yeah, Middleton. Auburn will play Beeville, and then we'll go Auburn and CNS out of that bracket.
Littleton's going next year, just so you know.
Yep. So we'll go. Henniger girls have been balling this year too, but CNS has the experience.
Yeah, they have.
I'm gonna go Auburn CNS, and then Rome Free against Liverpool. Damn, these girls' games are gonna be crazy, and I'm mad I'm gonna miss them because I have a game that day in Long Island. Liverpool versus Ludden. Who you got?
Now listen, hey, I'm gonna say Liverpool wins this bracket. That game, if the girls from Bishop Ludden play like they can play, I mean Amara. You know, Amara went over 2,000 points this year. She's the all-time leading scorer, boys and girls, for Bishop Ludden.
Yeah, I know.
They got a nice little team that, Ava Carpenter's a good shooter for them. Sophia Shamati can shoot. Liz Gone. They got they have some good players, and if they're hitting their shots, they could give Liverpool a game.
Run for their money.
Man, Liverpool's got Nevaeh Wingate. She's special. She's a great player. And I tell you, they got this girl. Have you seen I think it's Bria Cunningham play?
She's a freshman. They had her on JV last year. She could have helped varsity out last year.
Man, she can ball. She's a good player.
So I'm gonna go Auburn CNS and then Rome versus Liverpool.
And then Liverpool. I mean, plus Mike Wheeler's coach here. and he's just got so much experience. He's won, he just won his 500th game the other day. He won multiple championships up at OCC.
Yeah,
I've seen
OCC, right?
him. I mean, he knows how to he knows how to bring it together. And Liverpool's playing really good. I'd be surprised. I mean, I think Liverpool plays Auburn in the chip, and I think Liverpool wins. But don't sleep on Bishop Ludden. They could pull off the upset. But I got to go with if I just think Liverpool's going to win the bracket.
So if you didn't know, Auburn played Liverpool twice this year. The first game it went to overtime, and then at Auburn it came down to like the final seconds. But I'm going Rome free over Liverpool. Auburn versus Rome in the championship.
You're going. Wait, hold on. Rome free?
Rome free girls over Liverpool in the bottom.
Wow. So
Rome versus Auburn.
So you're riding with Amaya.
Yeah. They've been rolling. Rome versus Auburn in the championship.
Amaya. Okay.
Oh, it's going to Rome and Liverpool.
Liam Middleton.
I'm up in the air with Rome and Liverpool too. But I'm going Rome over Auburn, my hometown, for the chip.
Okay. All right.
They play. I want to say that they split the series too this year. When Rome and Liverpool girls played, I got to look it up though. I want to say Rome beat them in the regular season.
Well, Rome. So Liverpool lost 3 times, right? Rome
CNS
lost 3 times, and then Auburn lost twice. So
Auburn played more A schools though than AA. But I'm rocking with Rome. Rome been hot. I know Rome beat Liverpool too. Oh, they commented. Yeah, Maya McLeod's on Instagram. She said, "Yeah." Maya, who y'all lose to? I'm live on Instagram too. If I didn't tell you, so all the kids are on Instagram. All the older people are on Facebook. Yeah, Auburn lost. So Auburn's both losses were Liverpool beat Auburn for their 2 losses, and they still got the number 1 overall seed. Yeah, Rome beat Liverpool.
Okay.
And Liverpool beat Auburn.
Oh, Liverpool's going to have to.
They got revenge coming.
So Liverpool's going to have to beat Rome to get to the chip, right?
And then CNS girls killed Rome. They said, "Amaya, y'all got smacked by Rome." Oh, team flew for CNS. Yeah, they're talking junk on Instagram. CNS got the experience too and the coaching, but I don't think they have any. They got any monsters this year, or they're all just collectively playing together for CNS girls?
They got a couple good shooters. They got and what's the girl's name?
Rome girls that all the Rome scorers didn't play when they played CNS. They all had the flu. CNS has the Nessie girl.
Okay,
she's a dog.
That CNS Henniger game. Yeah, she's missed a few games towards the end.
And then you know what? Henniger girls beat
that CNS Henniger game will be a good one.
Henniger girls beat Liverpool on a buzzer beater last week too. I don't know if you saw it or not.
Yeah, I did see that.
Oh, and then somebody just commented that the Nessie girl's out too.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I mean, there's a lot of good players. Yeah, she hasn't played in the last few games.
She's been hurt,
which is a big loss for them. She's a good player. She's got a lot. She's she's a good shooter, and she's a she hustles. Yeah. You got a lot of good players in this bracket. I mean, Middleton at Auburn.
The AA girls. The AA girls. The Final Four is going to be the games.
Yeah.
What do you got going on the rest of the?
Yeah.
What do you got going on the rest of the week and the weekend? You got games this weekend?
Actually, I got Lemoyne Saturday, both the men and the women Saturday at Lemoyne. And I think that's it for the rest of this week. And then I just get ready for the semis and the finals at SRC
for the
for the
girls.
high school.
You want to? So we'll come back on Sunday then.
Yeah. When are the first round games going to be?
They start tomorrow, and then the
They
16th,
start tomorrow.
17th.
Okay.
Yeah, 16th, 17th. So tomorrow and Friday, right? Yeah, tomorrow and Friday they start. Well, actually tomorrow and
Okay.
then Friday too. And then we'll do the next one in person. I'll come to you or you come to me. We'll do it in
Yep.
person together.
What's that?
And the next one we'll do it together in person. If you want to do it Sunday.
Okay.
All right, I'll text.
All right.
I'll
That
text you.
sounds good.
All right, I'll text you to make sure.
Okay. I got to go watch my Chicago shows now. Chicago
Yeah, it's
Fire,
Wednesday
Chicago
night.
PD.
It's Wednesday night. Chicago Med and PD. All right, we'll check back in Sunday. Yeah. All right, I'll text you and then we'll plan for Sunday.
All right, Jeff.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, take care.